Hi, I'm Shiv Gaglani. Thanks for checking out our Raise the Line interview series, in which me and my co-host, Osmosis Chief Medical Officer Dr. Rishi Desai, explore how to strengthen our healthcare system with some amazing leaders in medicine, technology, education, and government. And they have some great advice for people starting careers in healthcare as well. I hope you'll watch these highlights and then go listen to the full podcast interview wherever you get your podcasts. Hi, I'm Shiv Gaglani, and today on Raise the Line, I'm happy to be joined by Beth Bierbower, who's been a longtime senior executive at Humana, who focused on innovation in various parts of the business. She was also known at Humana and beyond as a champion for women, serving as a mentor, sponsor, and advocate in the workplace. Beth has also established herself as a thought leader around emerging consumer healthcare trends and has her own podcast called Be Time, which solidifies that role. So can you first tell us a bit more about your background beyond what I wrote or what I said there, how you pursued your career within healthcare, and then most recently, the launch of your podcast? We'd love to hear about it.
So I've been in healthcare over 30 years, sort of fell into it by accident. It was a summer job while I was going to college. I started with a medical assistance HMO. And 2 years after I graduated, I ended up with an HMO, again, that became a part of Coventry. So I was one of the first 20 employees with Coventry Healthcare that has since been acquired by Aetna. And then I worked for Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, and then I spent 19 years with Humana, which I retired from at the end of last year. Because I've been in the industry so long, I've really been very fortunate that I've held a variety of positions. So I've done everything from provider contracting to operations to innovation, and it's really given me a nice broad view of the healthcare ecosystem. As I mentioned, I retired at the end of last year, and when I was at Humana, I spent a lot of time helping our associates focus on career and professional development. And I thought, how am I going to continue to interact with folks once I'm gone? So I thought that maybe a podcast would be a good way for me to continue to bring learning to those people that I really, really care about, which are people in the industry that I've met over the years. So I tapped into my network, and people have been extremely gracious and have come on the show, and I interview seasoned executives and founders of startups, and we talk about business trends and insights and leadership journey. And it's just a platform for people who really want to invest in themselves and their careers and take a little time out and learn.
What advice would you give to our audience, mostly current and future healthcare professionals, or really anyone considering a career in healthcare? What type of advice would you like to give them?
Sure, a couple things. First thing is I would say step in and step up. And by that, what I mean is become the go-to person. Early on in my career, I was known as the go-to person, and people would say, well, let's give it to Beth, she'll figure it out. And it didn't mean that they were dumping on me, but it meant that if there was a unique project or something like that they didn't know what quite to do with, they knew that I would take great care, I would investigate, I would learn, and I would bring a good solution to the table. And why that was important is it gave me the opportunity to get exposure to senior leaders in the organization, number one. And number two, it allowed them to see my capabilities. And then the last thing I would say is please have a growth mindset. Think like a rookie. And the minute you think you're the smartest person in the room, you've stopped learning. And that's a problem.
Thanks for watching this preview of Raise the Line. To hear the full interview, check out all of our podcasts and subscribe to the series. Please go to osmosis.org/Raise the Line podcast or listen wherever you get your podcasts.